Education often tends to be more teacher-centred and sometimes fails to provide adequate opportunities for hands-on experiences outside the classroom. Design for Change is a tool which can provide a framework for teachers and students to engage in many skills simultaneously. Teachers are facilitators in a process that places children and their ideas at the centre. This is aligned with ESD values, where the education is child-centred and children have a chance to develop their head, hands and heart all at once. Design for Change is a school project-based learning tool and global movement. This program is flexible in its timing and can be done on any scale with limited resources. It gives children the chance to express their own ideas for a better world and put them into action. Through DFC, children discover the "I can" message, rather than asking adults, "Can I?" The idea that children can be change agents is central to the ESD model, where youth are the leaders of tomorrow. DFC has empathy, leadership, critical thinking, engagement and teamwork at its core, making it an excellent school-based educational tool for sustainable development in Laos. DFC uses a four-step process of feel, imagine, do and share. There is a curriculum to guide teachers and the program is flexible and can be done on any scale. The process empowers children and makes them realise that they can make a change and influence their schools or communities. DFC develops the whole person through this four-step process. In the feel stage, compassion and empathy are nurtured. Developing problem-solving skills with a focus on ideas generation, participatory decision-making and creativity are the core of the imagine stage. In the do stage, children engage in action outside the classroom, making their solutions come to life. The share stage allows children to look outside themselves and reflect on the learning process. It is a chance to break traditional notions of education being only in the school. This year, over 50 teachers have been trained to facilitate the Design for Change process. While children are at the centre of the DFC model, teachers have an important role to play to keep students on track while giving them adequate space to develop and grow. The training for teachers is in line with ESD values. The teachers are developed holistically using the head, hand and heart model. They experience the DFC process for themselves, following the feel, imagine and do stages. It is important for the teachers to have a hands-on training. They can experience it as a participant and see the perspective and potential questions that might come up when they lead their own students. Before starting DFC, teachers need to read the curriculum and watch share videos from previous DFC projects. Students are introduced to the four-step process and the purpose of Design for Change. In addition, share videos from the Design for Change are shown to give students a sense of the process and its application in many countries, including Laos. In the feel stage, students are asked to think from their heart and consider the question, what bothers you? They brainstorm as many ideas, actions, behaviours, situations as possible and record their ideas on paper. At this stage, all ideas should be considered and all students should have the chance to be heard. This is important as each person should feel like they have a voice and all problems are equally important. Students should think of where the problem occurs, why it occurs, and of all the people who are involved. This kind of thinking helps them in the imagine phase, so that their solution is targeted at the root cause and the perspectives of all involved are addressed. Students present ideas and vote on one problem that they want to change. The skills developed and practiced in the feel stage are collaboration, empathy, observation, justification, analysing and presentation skills. In the imagine stage, students think of ways they could make the problem better. What would this situation really look like? What solutions can you think of? The focus of this stage is to generate as many ideas as possible and to be creative. Facilitators need to use strategic questioning to help keep students on track. All ideas should be considered and recorded on paper. It is important here that facilitators do not impose their opinions on which solutions are better than others. Let children engage in a participatory and logical decision-making process in a supportive environment. Students vote as to which idea or ideas they can implement in 1 week to make a quick impact and long-lasting change for as many people as possible. This stage is essential for the development of brainstorming, teamwork, and critical and creative thinking. The I can message is critical here in the do stage, when the solutions voted on from imagine are put into action. Planning before implementation is essential. Students are asked to consider how much time, types of resources, budget, and people will be needed. Once a plan is in place, students carry out their activities and notice the changes as they occur. The do stage is important for empowering children and for developing organisational, time management and leadership skills, as well as responsibility and confidence building. Throughout all the stages of feel, imagine and do, teachers and students should remember to film or take photos of all activities. This will help as a reflection tool and to share their change with their school, parents and community members. The share stage allows children to showcase their work to other students, teachers, parents, and community members. Everyone can celebrate their stories of change and be inspired to take action themselves. This time is also for sharing the I can message and showing that children can be the agents of change when given a chance. Some ways to share stories include writing a story for your local newspaper, making a photo or poster display to show at your school, inviting parents and community members to show them changes around the school, making a short video to show your feel, imagine and do steps, or sharing your story on the internet with other DFC countries. In summary, through its 4-stage process, DFC develops the whole person. Let's reflect on design for change using the ESD poster. In the feel stage, compassion and empathy are nurtured and developed. This relates to education of the heart. In the imagine stage, problem-solving skills are developed. This connects to knowledge and thinking skills of the head. In the do stage, children are engaging in action outside the classroom and making their solutions come to life. This is directly related to the hands, or active and creative learning. The share stage allows children to look outside themselves and reflect on the learning process. In the last part, students are required to use their head, heart and hand together. They engage with the community, other members of the school and their parents to share their wonderful stories of change. Children should believe in themselves and the change they make. If educators give them the chance and the guidance, children will rise to the challenge.